All right, so I wanted to talk about something serious, which is absolutely insane for me. I wanted to talk about the new Harry Potter book, Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. Oh boy, parts 1 and 2. It's a play. It's a play written by Jack Thorne. And, J.K. Rowling, I guess, had a part in it. I couldn't tell. So it's basically a script of a play. When you read the book, you read, like, the parts of people, and that's neat. I actually did enjoy that because I didn't think I'd like the story like that. But I didn't like the story. Not because of that, just because the story sucked. So this story follows Harry's son, Albus Potter, and his adventures into Hogwarts, or so you'd think. You'd think it'd be like, oh boy, we get to follow Albus and I think James and Lily and all of Harry's kids. We get to follow them and figure out their adventures into Hogwarts, and you can no, it wasn't like that at all. It was Albus Potter's angst adventure. Now, I understand that there needs to be a certain amount of angst in a story written like this, but holy fucking shit, was this story just a big ball of fuck angst. I mean, I'm an adult now. I read Harry Potter when I was a kid, and now I'm an adult. I don't need a fucking story for a 12-year-old. No, when I'm 23. I would have liked maybe an adult Harry Potter story where Harry was fucking in the Ministry of Magic and blowing shit up and fucking up people, or like a Detective Noir style thing with the same characters. They could have also given us a story about Harry's kids and Ron's kids going through fucking Hogwarts and doing their own adventures, having their own strife, having their own troubles. And that angst would have been fine, but instead we got Albus Potter's "My dad is Harry Potter and I feel bad" adventure. So let me start this off. You remember the end of the book, the end of the movie, where Albus is like, "But Dad, what if I get matched into Slytherin?" And Harry's like, I don't know. So Albus gets matched into Slytherin. Spoilers at this point. You should realize that I'm talking about the book because I really fucking hated it. Spoilers. Please do not watch the rest of this if you don't want to be spoiled. I'm sorry. That's just, you just clicked on this video. I'll probably put in the description that there are a fuck ton of spoilers. I'm a bad person. I'm sorry. So Albus Potter gets moved into Slytherin, and then he becomes best friends with Draco's kid, Scorpius Malfoy, which I thought was really neat. But Draco's kid, Scorpius Malfoy, is also completely worthless. Like, he seems like not a Malfoy. He doesn't seem like anything that Draco could ever make as a child. At one point, and I fucking swear I have to read this verbatim. I have to read this fucking verbatim so you understand what he says. Scorpius Malfoy says the very same. "Oh my, that's her. Wow, squeak. My geekness is a-quivering." He says my geekness is a-quivering. What the fuck? What the fuck? So Albus is all sad because his dad doesn't love him, even though Harry absolutely does love him, but Albus is fucking stupid. And Scorpius is sad because people think he's the child of Voldemort. Like, he's fucking Voldemort's son. Somehow. Also, his mom dies, which is kind of sad, and I was kind of like, oh, dang. Draco found happiness, and then it gets just taken away from him. What a bitch. What a little bitch. Anyway, so Albus goes on this angst adventure while Harry, the side plot is Harry looking for this fucking time turner. This time turner, all the time turners were destroyed, but this time turner can go super far back in time. Because do you know what the main plot of Harry Potter and the Cursed Child is based off of? Do you know what the main fucking plot device for this book is? Time travel. It's fucking time travel. Now, I don't mind time travel, and time travel rules differ between thing to thing, but didn't they already establish, like, Harry Potter time travel rules, and aren't they just kind of already just throwing them to the wind? Time travel is kind of a lazy thing to write in as a plot. I think you're able to use it in little spurts without ruining something, but if you make time travel the big overarching plot of your fucking story, then you're just kind of ruining shit. Like, Doctor Who is garbage. Let me just say that. Doctor Who is fucking garbage. But there's still some good shit about Doctor Who. Doctor Who isn't all garbage. It's not 100% trash. It's still garbage, but it's not 100% trash. I don't like time travel. I think it's fucking stupid. Now, that is my opinion. You can like time travel. I just think time travel is fucking lazy. It's like, how do we fix this? I don't know. Let's go back in time and fix it. Well, shit, what if that's against the rules? What rules? It's fucking time travel, dude. Why would there be rules? It's fucking time travel. We can do whatever the fuck we want. So Harry finds this fucking time turner from this old Death Eater dude, and he's like, fuck yeah, I got a time turner. I'm gonna go hide this in Hermione's office and be like, nice. Albus is angsting everywhere. Scorpius is being a little angsty, but mostly just the goofy, wacky sidekick guy. Albus is being a big old ball of fuck angst. And they see this dude talking to Harry, and this is like a bunch of years later. They're like 15, 16 at this point, I believe. They see this fuck dude talking to Harry, and this dude's like, "I'm Cedric Diggory's father. I know that you've got a time turner, Harry Potter, and I want you to go back in time and save my son. And Harry's like, first off, how do you know fucking ministry secrets? What the fuck? No, he doesn't say. He's like, I don't know. No, I don't know what you're talking about. Sorry, I don't know. I don't know. Also, Ron and Hermione's kid Rose is there. Rose Weasley. Rose Weasley Granger. That's right. And she's, I guess, important at some point as like a love interest for Scorpius. She exists to shoot down Scorpius's lecherous advances. By the way, Scorpius is just a one-liner touting sidekick boy. That's basically what he is. He's got some complicated parts to his character, but they're like hot glued on. You know what I mean? Like they were just like, let's just stick that on there. There we go. Now he's complicated. So anyway, they listen to this dude. He's like, I'm Cedric Diggory's father. I want my son back. And Harry's like, no, I can't do that for you. So Albus is like, I know my dad's got the time turner. And it's like, what? How do you know that? Is your dad just talking about like ministry secrets at dinner? He's like, he's eating fucking steak. And Harry's like, found a special time turner today that can take you like 40, 50 years back in the past. How about that shit? Isn't that shit cool? Are you proud of me now, Albus? Albus, do you love me? Albus, please love me. I'm your dad. Albus, you have to love your dad. You have to love family. So, Albus and Harry get in like a fight at some point over a fucking blanket, whatever. That comes back. That's important. Remember, Harry and Albus got into a fight, and Albus fucked up Harry's blanket. Just please remember that. Don't forget that point. So they all fucking are like, we need to save Cedric Diggory because my dad won't, and let's go steal the time turner. So they go to the fucking old folks' home, and they talk to Cedric Diggory's dad, and he's like, what the fuck are you talking about? And what the fuck are you talking about, you stupid fucking kids? You're all kids. What the hell are you talking about? So Cedric Diggory's dad fucks him off. And then there's this chick named Delphy Diggory. And Delphy Diggory is a very important character who makes a lot of sense. And she's Cedric Diggory's like cousin or sister. I can't remember, and I'm too lazy to look it up, so I don't give a shit. It's cousin or sister, and she's like, hey, let me help you get back to the past to save Cedric Diggory. And Harry's like, and Albus, sorry, I keep wanting to intersperse Harry and Albus' name because Harry Potter used to be the main character of the Harry Potter series, and he still is. So Albus is like, yeah, fuck yeah, let's go back in time and save Cedric Diggory. So they go to Hermione's office at the Ministry of Magic because Hermione is the Minister of Magic. They go to her office and they're like, shit, we need to use the most crucial plot device in the entire Harry Potter universe, Polyjuice Potion. I hate Polyjuice Potion. I fucking hate it. It's so stupid. Like, I understand that it's painful and it's hard to make, but if it's painful and it's hard to make, why can every fucking, like, student make it? Also, if it is that quote-unquote hard to make, and we've seen a bunch of people make it, so it's not that hard to make. It's pretty easy to make. Wouldn't it be more worrying that it exists, the ability to fully turn into someone? Like, just the fucking become them? That's terrifying. That's absolutely fucking terrifying, and I hate it. I hate the idea of Polyjuice Potion. That is my opinion, though. You can like it if you want to, but you just become an instant shapeshifter. Like, it's confusing, man. So they get into Hermione's office, and also Albus, disguised as Ron because he didn't want to get disguised as his dad because he's, like I said, a ball of fuck angst. He kisses Hermione, full-on kisses her on the lips, and that's kind of creepy because at this point Hermione is like, Harry's married to Ginny, and that makes Ginny and Hermione quote-unquote sisters because Hermione and Ron are married. So that's like kissing your aunt. That is basically like kissing your aunt. He essentially kissed his aunt full on the lips. Now, they're not technically like blood related, but that's still weird. That's still really weird, kissing your aunt like that. Like, just to keep your cover. So they get into Hermione's office and they find a bunch of fucking flying books and shit and like a security device, and they find the time turner, and then they get the time turner. And then they go and they use the time turner and they go back in time. And then they go back in time and they're like at the Goblet of Fire. The big fucking the Triwizard Tournament, and they're like, oh fuck, there's Cedric Diggory, we need to save him, hey Cedric, and then they fuck shit up. So basically, then they go back to the future, and they figure out, oh shit, Ron never married Hermione because we accidentally distracted Hermione while we were back in time. Cedric Diggory still fucking died, and that's also Albus is in Gryffindor instead of in Slytherin now for some reason. I don't know why that would change. Albus and Scorpius are still friends though, but Harry's more mad because Albus is not in Slytherin. So they do that, and then fucking they try to go back in time again because they want to fuck shit up. Also, there's this weird scene with the fucking trolley witch. You know, the chick in the train going to Hogwarts that hands out candy. In the book, it's like they explain that she's some sort of guardian. She's not actually human, and her arms like elongate and her face like elongates, and she becomes some kind of fucking monster. Like, They fucking turned the trolley witch into a fucking monster. She can't just be working there as her 9 to 5. She can't just be some lady handing out candy. She's a fucking magical guardian, and she doesn't want to let them get off the fucking train so they can go and time travel. That's so fucking stupid. She's a goddamn fucking man. What the fuck? They never explained this. Never was this hinted at ever in Harry Potter lore. Fucking Jack Thorne was just like, yeah, what if the trolley witch was a fucking magical demon that just wanted to keep kids on the train to Hogwarts? Like, what if they were just stuck to Hogwarts and they just wanted kids not to get off the train early, and then they never did, ever, not once. Like, what the fuck? So they go back in time for the second time, and when they do this, they do save Cedric Diggory, and then they go back to the future. And I think Albus, if I remember correctly, Albus just disappears, and Scorpius is like there by himself. And now he's in a world where Voldemort's still alive because they saved Cedric. Harry died, so Albus is no longer existing. But that doesn't really make a lot of sense because Albus would still carry his memories. I don't know how the time travel in Harry Potter works, but I feel like that's not how it works. I feel like Albus would have come, but he would have been kind of a paradox in the universe. Maybe would have tried to just kill him, and then that could have been like the reason why Scorpius needed to go back and fix it, other than he's my friend, I need to save him. So now Scorpius is in this fucking world where Dolores Umbridge is headmaster and Hogwarts is a school of dark arts, and this whole fucking story feels like fan fiction. Voldemort's like king. There's Voldemort Day. Fucking Voldemort Day. There's a day specifically for Voldemort. Like, that's just what it is. It's just, let's all go celebrate Voldemort Day, Scorpius, because your dad's like half king because he was a big Death Eater, and now you're like king of Hogwarts. And then fucking Scorpius is like, I need to go find Snape. And he finds Snape, and he's like, hey, Snape, I know about all this shit with you and Lily and James, and I need you to help me go back in time and find the time turners so I can go back in time and save my friend and save Cedric Diggory, maybe. And Snape is like, I don't know what you're talking about. And Scorpius like says all that same shit again. Snape is like, okay, I'll go do it. And that's probably my favorite part of the book, is that we get a little bit more of Snape, like just a little bit more of him. But like time travel, do time travel really, that makes me quite sad. So at this point we're in part 2 now. We're in part 2 of the book. We're at the end of part 2 actually, because fucking, oh yeah, look at that. They go back in time again. They find Ron and Hermione, and then they fuck their way back to time, and then they save Harry instead of Cedric Diggory this time. They stop themselves from fucking shit up. And then Harry's alive, and they go back to the present. Everything's hunky-dory, and everything's okay. Do you remember earlier when I was talking about Delphi? You remember earlier when I was talking about Delphi? Do you recall that? Do you remember her, Delphi Diggory? Do you remember when I was talking about Scorpius? Everyone was saying that he was Voldemort's child. Do you recall that? So Delphi is secretly Voldemort's daughter. Delphi is secretly Voldemort's daughter. That's right. That's fucking right. Voldemort's fucking daughter. Remember when I was saying fan fiction? This feels like fucking like less than average quality fan fiction. That's basically what this whole fucking book is. It felt like fan fiction. I know it wasn't written by J.K. Rowling, but holy fucking shit. Time travel, the trolley witch is a fucking demon, fucking Voldemort's fucking daughter. Voldemort's fucking daughter. I'm sorry. What the fuck? So she wants to go back in time to 1981 to fucking kill Harry. Everybody thinks so. So Draco, she takes Scorpius and Albus hostage and takes them 40 years back in the past. And so they try to go and fucking like get a message out to their parents so Harry knows. Also, all this time, the only interaction between Harry and Draco is my favorite, because literally, Draco, where's my son? Harry, where's my son? Draco, where's my son? Harry, where's my son? Draco, where's my son? Harry, where's my son? Because neither of them are considerate enough to keep track of their fucking children. Like, the Harry Potter world is just filled with bad parents. Just the only good parents were Harry's parents, and Voldemort fucking killed them. That's all I'm getting from all of Harry Potter now at this point. Nobody is a good parent, except maybe Neville's a good parent. Who knows? Maybe he has a kid. Maybe he has like 10 kids. That'd be pretty great. So they get back to 1981, and then remember when Harry and Albus were fighting and they got some shit on the blanket? Like I said that earlier. I said you got to remember that. You got to remember when they fought and they hurt Harry's blanket as a baby. So they just fucking, James and Lily obviously are just leaving the house all the time when they obviously can't. Because weren't they under like a spell to not leave the house because they were under like lock and key to be protected? So they fucking go into the house. They break into Bathilda Bagshot's house and steal a bunch of fucking rare potion chemicals so they can go and steal Harry's blanket and then put a bunch of shit on Harry's blanket. And then when Harry gets his blanket in the future and he sees that it spilled out a message for him, he goes to Draco and Draco's like, "Oh, hey, remember that time turner that got destroyed? By the way, Delphy destroyed that time turner. Just so you know, she destroyed it when they got back to the 40 years in the past. So it only lasts for like 5 minutes. So they're kind of stuck back there until someone goes and like saves them. So they go back into the past and get stuck. That's like the plot here. So Draco goes to Harry and is like, "Hey, I see you found my children and they're like 40 years back in the past." And Harry's like, "Yeah." And Draco's like, "Hey, what if you know that time turner you got? What if let me what if my dad was the one who commissioned them? And I also have another one." And Harry's like, "Shit. And that's a convenient plot device." So they go back in time and they save the kids, and then they figure out that Voldemort's daughter doesn't actually want to kill Harry. She wants to stop Voldemort from killing Harry, and then Voldemort doesn't kill Harry, and Voldemort still tries to kill Harry because Harry drinks Polyjuice Potion, which, again, twice in one story, really used the same fucking plot device. Twice in one story. Harry uses the Polyjuice Potion to dress up as Voldemort, which I thought you needed like a piece of someone to do that, and I don't know, really? Like, it just becomes Voldemort? I guess because he's Harry and he has a part of like Voldemort inside of him, but when Voldemort died, wasn't that part like taken out of him? Who knows? Because he wasn't able to speak Parseltongue anymore. So who absolutely the fuck knows? Let's just say that this story is kind of badly written and only exists to get a little bit more money out of us. So they go and fucking like stop Voldemort's daughter and they like kill her or something or put her somewhere. Who knows? And Harry has to watch the scene of his parents dying with Albus, and they watch his parents fucking die. They just sit there and they're like, "Hey, Albus, you want to sit with me, have some father-son time, watch my parents fucking die?" And that wouldn't traumatize him at all as a teenager. Like, he's not traumatized at all from that. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck was this book? What the fuck was this book? What the fuck did I read? Seriously. This is a Harry Potter book. I'm so afraid for fucking magical beasts and where to find them. I am absolutely afraid because this book was shit. This book was fucking shit. I hated it. It was like a solid 3 out of 10. I want to say if I was going to give it a number, I'd give it a 3 out of 10 because I just did not like this book. I did not like it at all. I did not have any fun with it. It's time travel, and the trolley witch is a demon, and Albus is just a ball of angst, and they keep fighting, and he's like, "Yeah, Dad, I don't want to be like you, Dad. I want to be my own person." And Harry's like, "I'm sorry, I'm a fucking hero. I'm sorry, I'm a big fucking hero. I apologize." But no, I really wish J.K. Rowling had just sat down and written this or like looked it over because I feel like she was just stamped her name on it and was like, "Yeah, this is good to go. This is all set." I can't make assumptions like that because I don't know. But I personally didn't like this. If you want to give it a try, go for it. It's not that long. It's about 200, 300 pages, and it's okay, I guess. Some of the stuff was so stupid that it was enjoyable, but my geekness is a squeaking.